morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Christina. I get ready for work at work here at Naples Mattress, where we have internet back. Woo! You could hear my ever so gentle piano music in the background. That is annoying and wonderful, and I don't feel right without it. So everything's back to normal. So we're gonna put makeup on our face. We're gonna get ready for work. Yesterday I used for the very first time this Maybelline Superstay. Oh, I think I put in the description yesterday of yesterday's video that this was L'Oreal. It's Maybelline. Whoops. I guess I'll edit that. Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint. I'm still taken aback by it. When I washed off my makeup last night, it still looked like skin. It looked like I wasn't wearing anything. Like you wouldn't even know, you wouldn't even be able to detect that I wore makeup. It was lovely. Also this new L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal mascara. It was a little bit challenging getting off, but not in a way that I don't want to use it. Like it worked quite well. So another hit. I'm gonna do off camera some skincare and prime my eyes for shadow. So I'm gonna do some First Aid Beauty Bounce boosting serum with collagen and peptides. Lovely. I'm gonna do the Grown Alchemist Hydra Restore Day Cream after that. It's not super thick, but it's not lightweight. It's like a good winter skin moisturizer. My skin type is very dehydrated. And then some First Aid Beauty hyaluronic under eye cream. Prime my eyes for shadow. Cement my eyebrows in an upward position. And we're going to dive into again today this beautiful palette. I absolutely am loving this palette. So we've done some orange tones. I think the first look I did had some, I know I used that in the outer corner. And these shimmers at the top, absolutely stunning. So I'm wearing kind of a neutral look today. I have like a sage green pants on with a gray top. I mean, it's got pastels in it. It has plenty of deeper tones, some mid-tones. How stinking gorgeous. It is the Louis Torres Beauty X Beauty Creations palette. I'm also going to remember to dive in today as well this blush palette, blush and bronzer palette, because the first time I used it, it was absolutely stunning. Definitely nice neutral tones, a little bit of orangey tones, gorgeousness. So let me get myself ready here at Naples Mattress to get ready for work here on this Wednesday. Be right back. Alright, I'm back, prepped and primed. I primed my eyelids with the About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paint in white. But then when I put my eye cream on, we kind of had some pilling, but that's not the product's fault. So I'm looking a little crazy. If you're new to my channel, welcome to it. I want to complain, and if you're not new to my channel, you know what I've been going through with my honey boo boo at home in his heart, potentially. So I want to talk junk about not American. What's it called? Hold on. Anger. Heart Associates of Florida. They've treated him in such a poor manner. It needs to be spoken about. Dr. Burrow, especially. Their quality of care is poor. And if you have any heart troubles in Southwest Florida yourself and you're in my area, please listen. And also, if you have any loved ones in Southwest Florida who need to go to a cardiologist, I would highly suggest that you do not go to Heart Associates of Southwest Florida. They treated him like he was insane and what he was going through was not happening, which is never good. They didn't listen to him. They didn't care about him. They were more interested in payment than diagnosing these very strange attacks that he's been having. I'm just going to blend out. There may be lingering shadow on it from yesterday, but that's fine. Blend out the edge underneath my brows a little bit in my inner corner. Yeah, he was just a paycheck. He was just money. It was poor. He's only been to 2 appointments with Lee Health, and my mind is eased that they're going to find out what's wrong with him. Months of this other place, and they really just did not care for him. They didn't care at all. And that's never what you want to have to go through when you feel like you're going to pass away. I want to go towards the green and brown tones. Dr. Burroughs, Jason's, excuse me, not supposed to say his name on camera. You didn't hear me say that? Honey Boo Boo at home. The first appointment with Dr. Burroughs. He yawned the whole time. That's not a good start. I want to play with greens. So I'm going to go in with this really vibrant green. This is probably a mistake. We're going to do it anyways. Medium blending brush. Focused in the crease. So he had an appointment yesterday with just to get a holster monitor. I may be saying it wrong. I don't know why I can't remember how to say this word. I get it wrong every time. Hollister, whatever. A monitor, another heart monitor. He's already worn one for a week and a few days with the Heart Associates of Southwest Florida. But this new place, Lee Health, is doing it again. It's a better monitor. It has 6 leads. He looks like a RoboCop kind of. You got all these things attached to him. Hey, whatever you got to do. It has a button on it, so when he has his attack, he could push the button. So it like records it like extra special. I don't know. The difference between the first monitor and this monitor is the first one was through like a third party. So a third party looked at the results of like the recordings. With this one, the doctor that he's actually going to see today is going to look at the findings like a human, not a third party, a doctor human. Like, I don't know anything about this third party with the previous monitor, but they clearly didn't see what was going on because they told him he was fine. He's not fine. He's not fine. That is a really pretty color. It kind of doesn't quite match what it looks like in pan, but that's fine with me. I'm just going to build up this color in the crease, back and forth, and blending. So the nurse listened to everything he had to say yesterday, didn't interrupt him, didn't make him feel like he was out of his mind, had some thoughts of her own. Just so much better. So much better. His doctor, his primary care physician, he finally has a primary care physician. I haven't seen this man go to the doctor the whole time I've been with him, which is like 6 years now. So I'm glad he's finally going to a doctor in general. Just so much better. So much better. Steer clear of Heart Associates of Southwest Florida. Alright, I think that's lovely. The color built up on itself quite nicely. I'm looking a little patchy right here. But that's okay. We're going to blend out the edge of that shadow with something else soon. The name of that first shade was Overdressed. Now we're going to go into Maria Bonita. That's the name of this shade here. I don't know why it's called Maria Bonita, but she's going on my eyes. Use this color for the outer corner. Let's see what she gives. Ooh, that's pretty. Get close. Pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So he feels heard, he feels cared for, he feels like they actually want to figure out what's going on. Come on, priceless. I was like, I wouldn't even pay for the other bullshit you had to go through. Excuse my French. Screw them. It's like a teal-ish. No, foresty. That's a pretty green. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty. I do the same thing on this side. In other news, on the house, again, if you're new to my channel, I'm in the process of purchasing my first home. Scary and exciting. Inspection was done. There were some discrepancies. I'm waiting for the owner to respond with a solution to the health and safety discrepancies of the home. Fingers crossed. Just building up that color. Alright, I went a little bit out of the lines. I'm going to go back into that original green color called Overdressed and just blend out where I got a little crazy with the cheese whiz. It's a bold look, people. Play with color. Get out of your comfort zone. You don't have to do neutral looks every day. You don't have to do it. Alright. I think I'm going to use my bronzer to really blend out the edge of that when it's time. So I'm going to go in with a little bit more denser brush. This is the Morphe X Ariel eye brush set. What do we want to try? I use that already. That's pretty though. This is like a shifty goldy green color. It's only coming across gold on camera, but it does have a slight shift of green. It's the name of it is Jara, Jara. I'm gonna dip into that, I think. See what we can see. Woo! Yesterday's eye look, the shimmer of that. There was some fallout. I'm just gonna focus this on the majority of the lid. I think I'm gonna put something a little bit brighter in the inner corner. Lays down gorgeously with a brush, which I love. I don't mind dipping my fingers into it, but I would rather not. That's a beautiful shifty shade. Kind of greeny gold. I think for the inner corner, I'm going to go into this yellow called Make Money. Hell yes. I am a mattress salesperson. It's perfect. Same dense brush, I just color switched it. Make money. Yes, please. Use the Beauty Blender Puff just to stretch my eye a little bit. To really get in there. Woo! How? This palette, I'm telling you people, I am loving it. I'm going to use it all week. See how many looks we can get out of it. Which I imagine we could use it for multiple weeks. It's so versatile. Beauty Creations. I perused their website. They got a lot of interesting stuff. How did I come across them? I don't even remember. Don't worry, we'll blend out the edge of that with, I think, the bronzer. That's done. Love. I'm going to close this up for now. Yeah. I mean, we could blend it out with the shade We Ocha. Right there. But I think I'm going to do it with bronze. Let's get into this base. So yesterday I did not prime my skin with the Maybelline Super Stay tinted, what's it called? 24-hour skin tint. This should be called a foundation. It really should. But I am going to prime today and see how it behaves. I'm going to mix this Juvia's Place Liquid Luminizer with, let me get a dollop of that on my hand. Nice old dollop. Can't see what I'm doing. So a good old dollop. And then the Essence Jelly Grip Hydrating Primer. It really is hydrating. Costs $5. I mean, come on. Mix it together in my hand. Prime this skin. It leaves a gorgeous glowy base and hydrates so good. Been loving this combination. Will be sad to see it go, but I do have in my collection the I think it's L'Oreal or Maybelline, what's it called? I always have one of these on hand. L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. We have that, and at home I have the Pat McGrath Sublime Something primer as well. That's more of a silicone-esque primer. That was $38. I tend not to use it very often because I paid so much money for it. I love drugstore stuff because as you bebop through it, you're not like, oh God, that was expensive. So I'm going to put some of this on the back of my hand, blend it out with the Zeesea Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe brush. What does it say here? Superstar Flawless Foundation brush. But I'm going to do that off camera because it takes me a moment. So look at this face now. Redness, texture. I mean, we're glowy, but whoops. That's just a little remnants of the matte fluid eye paint. No bigs. Uneven. 46 looking. Wait till I come right back. Blended. I mean, come on. I did great with the shade match. I barely blended down my neck. I could have not blended down my neck. That, come on. Even with that primer. Come all the way on. It looks a little bit gathered right here. I tried. Pat it out a little bit. Semi-blurring. Speaks for itself. I put a $1 dollop on my hand. Even if you use a little too much, I'm impressed. I'm impressed by this foundation. Let's go into some cream products. I really didn't think this through. I never do. Just looking at the blush. Inspiring me to use an e.l.f. You know what? Let's use some e.l.f. products. Since we're doing drugstore, we might as well stay with it. You know what? Let's use this camo liquid blush. It may be too light, so we're going to leave this one out. But let's start off with the bronzer contour. It is in the shade medium. Two dots. Little on a 5 head. Little under the lip. To give it the illusion of more fullness. And a little under the chin. Amazon brush. Got this brush in a full face of Amazon, like a makeup set situation. Look how easy that blends in. Bronzed. Not too warm toned, not too cool toned. I think I'm gonna put one more drop on that side so it matches. One more drop, maybe 2 more drops. It looks like it's a little scary and deep at first, but it blends out like a GD dream. Come on. Come on, people. Oh, I'm just in such a better mood. Everything's better. Honey Boo Boo's getting cared for. The internet is on. I haven't checked the internet yet. Well, the music is playing, so we know it works. Booyah. Snatcherelli. Love. I'm gonna try this really. I don't know why these are so hard to open. Don't do that. Don't use your teeth. I can't read the shade. It's so very small. Which oh, I can't read it. Too small. Couple little drops. Maybe too light. e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. It is light. But it's there. We're going to set it with powder anyways. Getting really close underneath the eyes. I'm in love with this skin tint. They should have called it a foundation, honestly. My under eyes are looking a little dry. A little shimmer under there. I think I'm going to wet my face with setting spray real quick. Mostly in the under eye area, but hitting the whole deal. Because I'm going to use a little concealer. But I want to be hydrated. Let us, from the numerous concealers that I have, let us try this NYX Pro Stick Correcting Concealer. She's a light pink shade. Just a dot right there, or a smearing. Smearing around the nose. A little on the chin. I have this kitten paw brush. I'm going to blend her out a little bit. Little brightness. This is a Real Techniques brush. If you're in the market for some new brushes, you don't want to spend your whole paycheck. These Real Techniques brushes are fabulous. I don't love the way that looks. I mean, on camera it looks great. In person, a little bit sinkety in me of the under eyes. Sinkety inny. It's going up the side of the nose a little bit. This is my problem child under eye. It's more creasy than this one. I don't know how that happens. I feel like I move my face in the same manner on both sides, but who knows. And it's going to further blend to get any excess product with the Beauty Blender. I mean, from far away, it looks gorgeous. Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Under Eye Setting Powder. It looks scary and light, but it works quite well. Dip on in. Tap it in. Tickles a little bit. Gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful palette. Let's get in. Bronzer. This Hank and Henry brush. Fluffy. Dip on in. Set that. Liquid blush. Bronzer. Under the chin. Forehead looking bronze today. With a fluffy brush, I'm going to go into that bronzer and lightly, ever so lightly, just go over the edge of the whole upper part of the eye, just to soften it ever so slightly. Because it is a bold look. How glorious this palette is. Blush. Feel the music or let it flow. I'm going to go into Feel the Music up here at the top. Very neutral blush. Eyes will be the star of the show today. Yeah, that was perfect. All of these formulas, a hit, in my opinion. Back into the eyes. Get all this blush out of the way. And the bronzer. And the foundation. I'm going to hit with a small pencil brush, the deep green shade called Maria Bonita. Really small pencil brush. Color switch, just in case there's lingering shadow from yesterday. Just to marry the upper and lower eye look together. If you don't use shadow underneath your eyes, give it a try. In my opinion, it really brings the look together. I color switched the pencil brush, and I'm going to go back into this really bright green shade called Oversized. And place it across the rest of the lower lash line. Marrying it with the deeper green on the outer corner. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Gorgeous. I'm going to put her back in her sleeve. I'm going to put her in the desk. I'm going to put her in the desk so we can use her again on Friday. I am not here tomorrow. Am I here tomorrow? No, I am not. I'm going to go back into this blush palette. I think I'm going to go into this bronzer shade. That's the one I used on my cheeks. I'm going to go into this one here with this a little bit more dense fluffy brush just to blend out the under eye. That's going to stay with me as well. Put her back in her sleeve. I don't know why I call it girl names, or give it a female pronoun. Don't know why. Let's do the eyebrows. I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera. I'm going to spray my whole face with the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. She's almost done. I can't wait for her to be done. Not my favorite setting powder of all time. I have a Milani Make It Last on backup, waiting to take its place. Milani Make It Last really does make the look last. I'm going to curl my eyelashes off camera as well. And I'm going to dive back into, I did 3 coats of this L'Oreal Lash Paradise Big Deal yesterday. Delicious. I'm only going to do 2 coats today. Try not to get it all over my face. And I'll be right back and we will get some kind of lip going. I'll have to think about it for a second to see what I see what I got. I got plenty. Trust me. I'll have to make a decision. I will be right back once I get that all done. I'm back. So, I am liking that mascara. I ended up doing 2 coats and then doing a 3rd coat just on the outer portion. I mean, you can see it best on this side. I mean, come on. Is she better than my favorite Rare Beauty? No, because I don't really like the blush. I mean, the brush. I think I'm going to use this Anastasia lip cream. I think it's going to go very nicely. This formula, if I was a supporter of Anastasia Beverly Hills, I would buy every single shade of this lip formula. It is very good. So, for lip pencil, oh, and I also tight lined, I forgot to say. I tight lined with this Fine Art Beauty, this Fine Art Beauty eyeliner in a deep brown shade. So deep, in fact, that you really can't tell that it was a brown. So we're going to lip line, again, with this Louis Torres X Beauty Creations lip pencil. It's a nice brown shade. Very flattering. You know what? Let's see if this dries down, Cinch. I mean, this foundation, skin tint, is a chef's kiss. So impressed. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip cream. Lip velvet, in the shade Peachy Nude. I think it'll pair nicely with this eye look. It has like a matte look to it, but it's so very comfortable. It tastes good. Ooh, yesterday we used this Hank & Henry liquid lipstick. Very unusual shade. It dries down. Not as comfortable a formula as this. It's like a certain occasion type use. And then this NYX Duck Plump. Lord have mercy. She plumps. I was afraid when I got home last night, when I kissed Honey Boo Boo when I got home, that, because I still had a little spiciness left over on my lips, that he was going to taste it, but he didn't. So, yeah, but a pleasure to reapply that NYX Duck Plump. I'm going to scrape out the mascara that I got on my inner corner, per usual. Not so bad on that side, but I definitely did on this side. A little up here. I think we've done it. I'm going to put the ABH Delicious Lip Cream on the desk. Let's see how long wearing this lip pencil was. Hello. That didn't move at all. That doesn't even want to come off. So I'm going to set further in the T-zone Rare Beauty finishing powder. Or do we want to go... Yeah, let's get an ethereal glow going. Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette in Diffused Edit. And I'm going to use the shade Diffused Light. It's a finishing powder here on the end to just go over the whole face. Bring down the shine from the setting spray a little bit. Just a little bit. Such a good mood today. Thank you for getting ready with me. Hold on a second. Got a little creasiness in the inner corners of my under eye. Just blend that out a little bit. It happens. That's where my eye has movement. That's better. We did it. I'm ready for work. While I was off camera, I got a phone call from my realtor. He said, unofficially, I have news, so I don't really want to say it on camera because I don't want to jinx it, but it's good news. So hopefully, when I'm back here on Friday, filming Friday's makeup look, again with these gorgeous products, I'll have good news about my potentially new home. So like this video if you've liked it. Hit the subscribe button. Watch more videos of me getting ready. I am 46 years old. This looks good today. This could pass for 38 in my opinion. Let me know in the comments. Hit the notification, hit the little bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. Try a heatless curler rope thing and put your hair around it. I mean, this was minimal work for pulling one more day out of my unwashed hair. Check out the video that YouTube wants you to watch next, and I'll see you in my next video.